Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, you'll be going on a trip with me to Horcott Lakes in the Cotswolds. Now, over the summer, it has been incredibly hard fishing for me. I've not done very well. It has just been a summer to forget really, and I then decided to stop focusing on Acorn for a bit and start a new challenge on Horcott. So what you're going to see is 3 sessions of me basically unpicking and trying to take on Horcott as best as I can. So without further ado, let's get into the first session. We got down here about 1 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock now. It has been incredibly hot. Yeah, we spent a couple of hours getting all the rods ready, finding a spot. We got a spot at just under 13 wraps out, a nice gravel bar. Isn't very deep, so fingers crossed. We've got 48 hours. It's just a bit of a learning, see what works, seeing the lake for the first time. But yeah, I'm feeling confident. All 3 rods are on Ronnie rigs. One with a yellow pop-up with a bit of fake corn. Middle one is on a red pop-up, match the hatch style with the Voyage. Same as the Voyage boilies we got on the mix. And the left down one's on a Voyage white pop-up. So feeling confident.
You said that you've been lonely, makes you cold as ice. Hard to get to know me, but better than the lies. No way I'd let you slip by. No way.
So first session was rock hard, as you saw. It was boiling hot. We had an average temperature of 28 degrees. I sort of treated that session as a bit of a recce. I walked around, spoke to a lot of anglers on there that had fished there for quite a while. A lot of them said PVA bags over a bed of bait does work well. Now the next session was actually a few weeks later. We are now in September. The temperature had dropped a bit. It was an average temperature of 18 degrees and we had moderate air pressure. So let's get into session 2.
I'd let you say bye. You said there ain't no reason, but I'll sit here every day, waiting for your moment. I won't feel like I should stay.
Here we go then, we are back at Horcott. I'm on the videoing myself on the camera, is that alright? Anyway, it has been a hard start to the session. Everything's gone wrong that could have gone wrong. But the rods are out. Got 2 on a spot at 21 wraps and another, the right hand rod, which is closer in at 9 and a bit wraps. So feeling confident. Put a bit of bait out. I'll show you the rigs and whatnot. Been here for about 4 hours and the rods have only been out for about half an hour, so yeah, fingers crossed. Oh, he is. Yeah. Well, good morning. It has been a very, very quiet night. No fish to report from either of us. They're showing out there, just a bit further on than my spot. I put a couple more spots out. Yeah, I don't really know what to do really. I think I'm gonna wait until about midday and then redo all the rods. Might put them out a little bit further. I'm not really too sure what to do, but look at this. It's looking good for a fish, isn't it? Come on, the carp. Hey? 20 to 8? Why in the morning? Yeah. Nice. Oh, it is a chilly one now. Sun is behind us, the wind is coming into the swim. It's freezing. Bit of an update. Left hand rod has got a PVA bag out there now. On the spot, 21 wraps. He's such a knob. Yeah, 21 wraps out. Little solid bag. No real fish have showed near the spot. They've shown like past the spot if anything. Put quite a bit of boilie out. So yeah, we've got another night. Got another 24 hours really. Hopefully we can get one. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I don't know whether to move or to do what. We found some pretty good spots here, so we might weigh it out. Yeah, fingers crossed we can get a fish. Yeah. So, about to go to bed. We have had nothing all day. It's been very quiet. Hopefully this evening it'll kick off a little bit. And boy, did that night kick off. Because in the early hours of the next morning, I was into an absolute chunk. Oh, got to put the bloody GoPro on. Oh, woken up a little bit now. Woken up a little bit now. Hey? What's he like? Yeah? Holy moly, that's quite big. Oh my god, yes!
He won't get older.
Eh?
He will get older. Let's go on that side. Top out, shoulders.
Oh, here we go then. First one of the session. We've had to wait a while, but there we go. Oh, 38, 12 pound. New PB. Absolutely over the moon with that. That came on a solid bag with, don't do it, don't, no. A solid bag with a maple nut boilie straight out of the bag with a sweet corn topper. Absolutely over the moon with that. Oh, it's a new PB. Buzzing. Let's get some photos of it and then we'll get a slip back. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if that's too bright. You can take your... Try one with a headlamp. What do you do from there? Let's try something. Say cheese. Excited. Alright.
Got some algae out here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Take your headlamp off now. Yeah, I think it's better without that. Yeah. Water shot. Get one the other way around.
Eh?
So this side of it.
So what on the other side of that?
Yeah, spin him round. Or you go out. Get in there.
Oh. Oh. Well, good morning. Hey? Good morning. Good morning. I would so after last night I thought I'd show you the rig that I caught that 38 on. Now I fished this in a solid bag. I've got a little 4-inch slip D there to an inline lead. That was just fished in a tiny little solid bag with Boily.co's stick mix in there. On as a hook bait I had a maple nut 15mm boilie with a little plastic corn topper, and that was fished at 21 wraps out into a silt spot with a pretty decent spread of boilies, particles, pellets, all from Boily.co apart from the particles were from Parker Baits. It was their Hemp and Maize shelf life one. So let's show you this spastic. Go on, go on, do it for the camera there. Go on. Nice. And that's the idiot I have to fish with.
There it is, dirty boy.
So yeah, absolutely buzzing with that. As the hook link, I've got £25 braid, which is normally coated, but I stripped it down. Got a little kicker. Go into a size 6 alpha hook. Now I've just recently started using these, just because I love. Is it going to show it? Just because I love the curve and how aggressive it is, and it was a mega hook hold, so buzzing with that. Gonna have a bit of a slow pat down now. We're leaving here about 10 o'clock and going straight to work, so yeah, I'm buzzing to have that fish on the last night. Definitely will be back down here, and yeah, it turns out that fish is one of the A team and it's called shoulders, and on the website it said £32 and I caught it at £38 12 ounces, so buzzing with that. The other two rods are out still. Didn't bother getting this one back out last night, it was too dark, couldn't really see the marker on the other bank, so didn't want to risk it. What are you doing? Didn't want to risk putting it back out in the night. Bill's blanked. Nah, but I'm over the moon with that. It is freezing cold today. Whoa. It's Baltic, isn't it? Oh, I still can't get over that fish. It is just... I'm over the moon. We've done 2 48-hour sessions here. Well, this is not quite going to be a 48-hour session because we are leaving in a sec, but I'm just absolutely over the moon. I was even debating to move spots. I was actually spent a lot of my time while everyone was putting their bait out yesterday trying to find a new spot out in front of the swim, because I thought I should have had one, but instead I stuck to my guns. I put a bit more bait out, obviously changed over to that mix with the particle in there. It wasn't a lot of particle, it was just a little bit over the top of the boilies that I'd already put out, and it just seemed to, well, obviously get the bite, and obviously having that solid bag over the top, which I know people do well on here on solid bags, It was only a small one, so the rud would have cleared me out almost within 10 minutes, and it was out for a good 9 or 10 hours. So I think it was just having that little rig presented out there for definite over the spot in that solid bag did the trick, and I'm absolutely over the moon, and it's one of the A-team. On the website they said it was just over 32 pounds, and I caught it at 38. I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing. I can't wait to get back down there. I haven't really filmed a lot this session. I just wasn't confident. I didn't have any confidence in this fishery. Obviously the only time I've been down here was that last session, which you'd have seen before this. Didn't have anything, it was boiling hot. Like, I've not really fished any venue like this, like with the weed. And it's hard to be confident in what you're doing if you're just sat behind motionless rods. But what I did do worked, and that was the PVA bag over the top of a big spread of bait, and I caught one of the big ones, and yeah, just over the moon. I spent 3 hours finding that spot, making sure it was clean and clear and I could present on it, feeling things on a lead that I've never really felt before, like it going into weed or it landing in weed and pulling through, and then changing the lead over and realising it is weedy, even though the lead felt it was clear. And how I was doing that was I was using a pronged lead, like that, and that is a game changer for finding out if your spot's clear or not. I would not be confident in my spot unless I had that, because with a normal lead it just pulls straight through the weed, or unless it's a big bit of weed, then yeah, it just pulls straight through it. And you could be on blanket weed, and sometimes I don't want to fish on blanket weed. Like, obviously for some people it works, but I don't feel like my rig would present very well on blanket weed. So yeah, I got that out, and it was a big silty spot at 21 wraps. I actually did put my rods through the bait a little bit and a bit off the bait, but that PVA bag was smack bang in the middle of the bait, and it seemed to have worked. I was just trying new things yesterday, and fishing through and behind the bait is what I also tried to do. But yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon. It's been a while since I've had any decent fish. I've really struggled this summer. It's been rock hard. We've come into September. It's freezing cold. And I've had a big one. It's just like made the whole summer of me at Acorn, just trying, like, night after work, going to work knackered, trying to get some sort of video together, and failing miserably. I think it was 180 hours on there, and I had 3 fish. Like, I lost all confidence in what I was doing. Like, I didn't film any of it, but yesterday I was walking up and down the swim. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was doing was right. And normally when everything's going right for you in fishing, like all the rigs I've put out there, I've caught so many carp on, but I was like, are they working? And I was just questioning everything. Is the bait working? Like the bait I'm putting in, I've caught loads of carp on all of the bait. But I will say to you, if you are struggling this summer with catching fish, and you're thinking about changing your tactics and what you're used to and what you've caught on, don't bother. Don't bother. It does. If you're on the fish, it will work, and if the fish want it, they'll have it. That's all I'd say, because I was changing to, well, you've seen it from my Acorn video. I was trying all sorts of rigs and all sorts of different ways of fishing it, bait boating, catapulting. I was trying on the surface. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. And I decided to come to a completely different lake, a harder lake, a massive lake full of weed with loads of nuisance fish. It was boiling hot, and you couldn't even see a fish on the lake. Come here when it's really cooled off, and I've had a big one with the exact same tactics. So it does just show that you need to stick with it, and yeah, just keep going and keep persevering, because it will pay off.
He's in the middle, I think we'll be alright. Yeah.
When you need my when you need
Owen. He's been about a while, this boy, right?
Yeah. Algae water in the mouth.
Horcott.
First one from Horcott. 22 pounder, nice.
Beauty. He's
Lovely.
been around a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And away.
Anyway, it was back to get down the lake for me. Session 3, high confidence. After, on the back of catching that 38 pounder, I had thought about how I was going to fish it. I'd been sat there on the sofa for weeks and weeks and weeks trying to think of ways that I could fish it, and yeah, as you are going to see, that is how I thought was best to fish it. Without further ado, let's get into session 3. Here we go then, getting the first rod out at Horcott. This is what we're going with. We're going for the multi-combi rig on a helicopter system. We have got a washed out pink 12mm pop-up from Parker Baits, OG Fish, with a Magic Bean wafter as a topper. That's just going to sit lovely and sit over all the dying weed that's probably out there at the moment. So I'm going to get that out. It's 18 wraps, and yeah, get fishing. Here we go then, second rod I'm getting out, different spot. We've got a PVA bag. This is filled with the Parker Baits Magic Dust and the mini pellets with a Magic Bean orange wafter in there. So we're going to get this out to the spot now. Hopefully we can get a little bite with that. Here's the mix. In there we've got hemp, salty maize, we've got some krill boilies, we've got some Parker Baits OG Fish 18 millers, and we've also got the OG Fish pellets from 3 to 6 mil. So yeah, that's going to go out now on the spot. We've crumped some of them up, so hopefully that'll get us a bite. Here we go then. Thought I'd do a little bit of an update. Last night was really quiet. Didn't feel too confident with what was going on. A lot of people have set up casting near where I was. So I just didn't feel like I was going to get a bite last night. It felt like very much like my area was way too pressured and the fish just weren't going to be anywhere near where I was. And after that they started showing down the other end of the lake. So everyone that came yesterday also set up down there, because we did look at moving potentially. But we waited the night, woke up this morning, fish started showing up this end. Hopefully all that commotion down the other end has pushed them a bit up this end. It's got a bit quieter today. A lot of the swims opposite me are now empty. I've got no one to the right of me for quite a way. Everyone's very much left. So I have moved my spot. I've moved to a different spot. I found a big silty area at 22 wraps out, casting towards the car park, whereas I was a bit more over this way where he was trying to fish into my water basically. So moved over 22 wraps out. I've put quite a bit of bait on that spot. Still fishing the same way as what I have been. We've got a solid bag out on that spot. Did try zig earlier but didn't get anything on that, so that's gone back in. Solid bag's gone out ready for tonight. On the right hand rod I have a pink OG fish 12mm pop up with a bit of fake corn, trying to match in with that topper, just trying to match in with what the bait I'm putting out. On the left hand rod we have just a yellow wafter, magic beam wafter from Parker Baits, and in the bag we just put a straight match the hatch boilie to what I'm putting out there. So yeah, I'm feeling confident going tonight. It is about 3 o'clock now. I'm not going to do any more. I might put a bit of bait out just before dark, but I did put a good helping in earlier. I'm feeling a bit more confident than I was yesterday. It's a bit like a session like it was last time, where the first day was quiet, second night I got a fish, so hopefully I get one. Not many people have caught around the lake. Reminds me a bit of the first session I did here, where it was just rock hard, nobody was really catching, fish just sort of switched off. But hopefully we've got a bit of rain coming in a bit. It slung it down all last night, so hopefully the fish decide to get on the munch. We've got a bit of a pressure is going up today. We've had a quite nice low pressure which I thought would get them in to feed them, but no, nothing. But yeah, as I said, feeling confident about tonight. And yeah, fingers crossed we can just nick one. I'll be happy with just like a stocky, a nice scaly stocky. Because obviously I'm using two different rigs on a different setup, because last time I came here I didn't have anything on the leg clip setup, so I changed it over to a helicopter, giving that a go with the multi-combi rig on instead of my slip D. Hopefully I don't live to regret that, but yeah, it is very very grey and dark out there. We are sheltered in the bivvy. And yeah, we're gonna whack the kettle on, listen to some football, and hopefully next time you'll be seeing me, we'll either put bait out or we'll have a fish, or it'll be tomorrow morning and I'll be very disappointed. In fact, that night was very quiet, and so was the next morning. We had storms throughout the night. It was heavy rain. I really thought if we were going to get one, it'd be that night. But I couldn't help but think after that session, was I even in the right place at all? The fish showed down the other end. Someone had caught down the other end. A lot of people had set up down there, but there was swims in between them where I could have got in. But I also didn't want to go down there and disturb all the other anglers. It's very much a very busy place. There's a lot of anglers there all the time. All the swims do look out at each other, so the person 10 yards down the bank from me is also going to fish the same water as me, which I don't like. It also didn't help that the lake didn't fish well at all that weekend. Bill didn't have anything, I didn't have anything, all the people at the deep end didn't have anything. The fish were down the shallow end, and I think a handful, 2 or 3 came out down that end, which, yeah, I was probably in the wrong spot. I should have moved, but there was no space to move into because it was packed down there. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.